Hello and welcome to Global Ocean TV, brought to you by the TerraMar Project. I'm today's host, Rob Foos. Here are the headlines. Fishing industry slave freed after 22 years. More than 800 current and former slaves have been rescued or repatriated after a year-long Associated Press investigation into pervasive labor abuses in Southeast Asia's fishing industry. Thailand's booming seafood business alone runs on an estimated 200,000 migrant workers, many of them forced onto boats after being tricked, kidnapped, or sold. It's a brutal trade that has operated for decades, with companies relying on slaves to supply fish to the United States, Europe, and Japan, on dinner tables and in cat food bowls. Tiny fish in ocean's Twilight Zone may shed light on climate change. The case centers on the ocean's Twilight Zone, a dim region that extends from just below sunlit waters down to a depth of 1,000 meters, or about 3,300 feet. Its darkness is broken up only by the rays that filter down on bright days, and scientists have found that the creatures of the Twilight Zone possess an overall mass up to 10 times greater than had been previously estimated. This is no ordinary greenhouse. In Nemo's Garden, an experimental project on its 5th year, operated as part of the family-run Ocean Reef Group, the air of the greenhouse stands at 79 degrees with humidity hovering around 83%. That's a pretty good environment for a typical plant, but this is no ordinary greenhouse. It's 20 feet underwater, anchored to the floor of the sea just off the coast of Noli, Italy, maturing fine French wines in the Atlantic Ocean. Numerous fine wines from Bordeaux and Burgundy have been lowered to the bottom of the Atlantic Ocean off the coast of Brittany in western France, where they will be stored for a number of months to experiment how well the ocean ages and improves the wines. The point of no return. With the ocean, we are, in all likelihood, at the point of no return. How much more evidence will be needed, example by example, until we are forced to admit that the time for decision has come? In this episode of World Ocean Radio, host Peter Neal will discuss these convictions and give examples of observation, research, and experience to support the facts of these assertions. Check out these stories in the Daily Catch and tune back in tomorrow for the best ocean, river, and lake news from around the world. Thank you. Did you enjoy this broadcast from Global Ocean TV? Stay up to date with the latest ocean, river, and lake news by subscribing to our YouTube channel.